Well, guys, you won't often hear me talking about beauty pageants and all that, but the Miss World competition and its medical discrimination is being talked about today. Well, I'm calling it medical discrimination because you must submit to medical treatments in order to take part. I don't know what else you could really call it. This has actually made a young lady from the Netherlands say, no, I would rather not take part than submit to something I don't want to do. This I 100% support, not because I care about people's medical history or their lack of it, but because I fully support people's rights to choose anything for themselves. What you do with yourself is not my concern, and it literally never will be. If you choose different to me, I'm not going to hold it against you or think less of you for doing it because it's none of my fucking business. Now, the media on the other hand clearly do not feel this way, as we're gonna see here. The Sun have actually titled their article having her down as an anti-vaxxer, despite the fact that she said she isn't ready for it yet, not that she's against it or anything like that. To me, that really doesn't sound like she is actually anti-anything. I don't know about you. It actually sounds like this 21-year-old named Delay just doesn't want it yet, but might well end up getting it in the future. Though what she's really saying is she ain't prepared to be forced into doing something she doesn't want to do, even if it means giving up on her dreams. This I can obviously 100% respect because that is a real sacrifice she is making, much like the millions of working class people have suffered in the last year and will continue to suffer in the coming months. The Sun, though, are pure scum calling her anti-vax because all she said was this, and I'm literally gonna quote her. I thought about it carefully and considered taking the jab, but at a certain point I thought I'm not ready for this at all. I don't feel good about it. Nothing obviously anti-vax in that statement, even when using Diane Abbott levels of mental gymnastics. I'm sure 99.9% of you would agree. She went on, though, I did not make the decision overnight. I still had a few months to think about it, so I kept putting it off. The best bit, though, it's gotta be said, is where she says this bit, and yet again I am quoting, "This was my choice and I stand by it." That is called sticking to your guns and not being coerced or bullied and giving zero fucks. Maybe that is why the Sun got so salty about it that they had to smear this poor girl in the British media. In fact, I actually wonder if she even knows these scumbags are doing this to her. But like I said, well done to this 21-year-old girl, Delay. Don't let people make you do something you don't want to do. Always stand your ground and never give in. As many of us know, if you give them an inch, they will literally take a mile. This is something we have seen over the past 18 months. Now obviously, it should be said that the media calling her anti-vax is just another blatant attempt at smearing anyone who does not comply, and the Sun, as you know, is balls deep in all of this. In fact, they're pushing it like they're being paid, probably because they fucking are. Either way though, this headline and story literally is just full of bollocks because it doesn't seem to me that this girl is an anti-vaxxer, just that the Sun are a little bit salty she hasn't complied with the narrative.